Welcome back, trainers. So we have a pretty fun video here. I'm going to be taking a look at Stunfisk. Now, I wanted to show you the potential of this when it was first released, but I didn't want to just jump on it right away and power up the first thing that I got. So it kind of waited a while, and we got this one from the Go Battle League. We could have potentially lower attack, but it did land on 1500, and like I described in my video yesterday, I kind of wanted to have a bit of an advantage as far as the CMP tie going up against another one in a mirror match. And I also wanted to pair it up with Pokemon that are going to be resisting both grass and ground type. So we have Shiftry, which is pretty squishy, and then Altaria, a very nice tanky option, which is going to be resisting both of the weaknesses. Yes, the IVs on the Altaria are absolutely horrific. Why would I want to use that? One, it's a shiny, and two, I don't, like I've always stated, I don't necessarily believe in luck. I know I use the term quite often because it's just, stuck in my mind like that. We all say good luck and all that. But it's just, I would say, a sentimental thing. I've used it at Worlds. It was given to me by a good friend, and it's just fun. So, yes, I can go for a better IV one just to clear that up because horrific. Anyways, I found some success. Not some, I found great success with this team. It worked out fantastic. So maybe you can test it out and try it yourself. So I found it pretty nice if I needed to swap in the case I ran into a grass type. So say we had a Meganium up in the lead, right? I could potentially swap into Shiftry, and then they can counter me. But the thing about Shiftry, it has such amazing coverage with the grass and dark that it will be able to potentially hit whatever's out there for neutral damage. So it's going to be able to do big damage before it goes down, and then I can go back in accordingly with whatever Pokemon I have. Obviously, any team can get countered, right? You're not going to be invincible no matter what. So I just try to make do with what I had. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and focus on these. There's the rundown. And one more thing. Man, guys, I have a, super spicy team for the Go Battle League to bring you guys later. I am so hyped. Really nervous about going into the Go Battle League with it. Didn't want to start testing things out and ruin my score like we did in the last season. But man, did it work to my surprise. Anyways, going to be going here with the Stunfisk and just going to be going for the Mud Bomb here. It's going to be super effective, and we're going to be able to spam those at a pretty good rate. So we don't need to shield this because we're going to be, not taking very much damage. They're going to have to necessarily, they don't have to go for Focus Blast, but that's, the Flash Cannon is going to be resisted. So more than likely they're going to be going Focus Blast, Flash Cannon, and we can still tank it. This thing is a beast, guys. Stunfisk is so amazing. It can get shut down by those grass types for sure because not very effective with the ground or electric, but that's fine. It did its job to take us out, and they gain energy. Usually that would be a bad case for Meganium to have an energy advantage, but we have an Altaria in the back, so we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good here. Now, should you invest in a Stunfisk? If you have the rare candies, I don't see why not. It is going to be pretty expensive for that secondary move, 75,000 Stardust and then 75 candy, so you might have to put in some rare candies. So take a look at this, though. I had to slow this down. Oh my gosh, look at the Meganium. Oh no. Oh my god. I love, it's hilarious when the Pokemon just faint like that at the end. No disrespect or anything. it's just a funny little animation, right? Good games all around, of course. So we're met with a Altaria. This is it's not a tricky matchup. You're going to be pretty comfortable being that Stunfisk. Now, what I'm going to warn you about is potentially getting real low with your health, and then they get really low. Maybe they shield up a discharge, and it's just like toe-to-toe with the health. Be careful of a grass type swap because they could just swap into a grass type like that and take you out. So be very careful and ready to switch and be on your toes there. So we're going in with the Meganium, and we basically shut them down here. We're going to be flying and dragon, extremely resistant against those grass type moves. There's no point for them to go for Earthquake because that's not getting stabbed, and we're also resisting that as well. And is also going to cost more energy, so their best bet is just to spam those Frenzy Plants. So they're bringing in their Altaria. We're going to go ahead and shield this up and hopefully just farm down. I could have farmed down. I just didn't know 100% if they had that much energy stored up. I felt comfortable, and they have a Zoomer in the back, so okay, that's fine. We're going to be able to get off this Sky Attack here, switch into our Stunfisk, and immediately go for this Discharge, expecting them to use their last shield. Perfect. We have a Shiftry in the back, and we still have a shield. So I think what we should do is go in here with our Altaria, absorb this with, just absorb it. It's fine. And we're just going to do as much damage with the Shiftry. At this point, we're going to be able to take the win here. And they're going to obviously shield this up. And they're going to be hitting us with an Ice Beam here. This shouldn't KO. It's going to be close. And we should be able to just farm down after this and take the win with the Shiftry. So, as you can see, good success. Having fun with this here. And Stunfisk is fantastic. I find it quite annoying when I have my Mawile in the lead and I run into one, man, and then I have my Azumarill in the back. It's like, great, what do I do? So Stunfisk, pretty good. Yeah, definitely recommend it for sure, guys. It's going to be able to take on quite a bit of the meta, including Azumarill. But something you need to note is it is going to be electric and ground, so it will be weak to ice and water. So while you're going to be doing super effective damage to the Altaria, it is going to be also doing super effective back. And you better look out for that Hydro Pump. It's not going to one-shot you when you're around full health, but it is going to hurt you quite a bit. We're getting pretty low here, and I suspect they're going to shield this up so they can win. And they don't. They let it go through, bringing in the Pharaoh Seed. Now, I've been on the other end where I'm using the Pharaoh Thorn, and I hit the Altaria with a Thunder. It does quite a bit of damage, so I had to potentially look out for that. I don't think I really want to shield it anyways. We're just going to go ahead and let it go through. It's a Flash Cannon, though, so that's going to be hurting. They're going to be switching into their Registeel, and we're not in the best position here. Going to go ahead and shield this up. We could have tanked that, so maybe not the best use of a shield there, but that's all right. You know, you can't win them all here. Let's see if I'm going to be able to pull this one off. Able to get to another one, but with the Altaria in the back, I don't think this is necessarily going to happen too much here. So they're going to be going for a Focus Blast, I would assume. Yeah, because we have no more shields left. Altaria is going to be going in here, and we'll try. We're not going to quit out yet, I suppose. And I don't hit all the bubbles. I'm like, yeah, forget it. I lose. Good game. You got me. So going for a Flash Cannon, taking out our Altaria, and they're going to be taking the win. Good game. But at that point, I had done so many battles and had so much success. I was like, okay, that's fine. You know, you can't win them all. You take a loss once in a while. I'm definitely not going to say, oh, well, this thing's not good because I lost a battle. And definitely don't do that to yourself either. Just because you have a few bad matchups. If you're consistently losing, it may not necessarily be the Pokemon, but how you're kind of playing it or your team comp. So keep that in mind as well. Let me give you a little bit of an example here. Basically, if you're a hunter and you have a friend that you brung along who's never been hunting before, and you hand them your best gun, just because you hand them the best gun doesn't mean they're going to know how to use it, right? You're going to have to practice. And before you know it, you'll be taking that gun apart and putting it back together with a blindfold on. You just have to, practice, learn it, and understand exactly what it's capable of. So for me personally, I had no experience using Stunfisk before I actually took it into the Go Battle League. But here is another tip for you guys. If you're too anxious to use something and you don't really want to practice with anybody, or you just simply don't have anybody else to practice with in PvP before you go into the Go Battle League, study and observe your opponents using that specific Pokemon that is in question that you want to use. And just kind of see how much damage it dishes out, see how quick they get to their charge moves, as well as how much damage they can take. Or you can even go over to PvP Poke and see a few simulators and test it out there. But yeah, so anyways, we're not in a great position here. Not quite. We have no more shields, and they're going to be able to take us out with a Flash Cannon here. But personally, I still think I had some amazing runs with the Stunfisk here. So we're going to be able to claim our rewards. All right. Rufflet, I heard a lot of people are having trouble finding that. Personally, for me, I have a ton because of the other seasons. I just haven't evolved one yet either. Maybe I should trade to drop the IVs so it could be more useful for the Go Battle League. All right, so we're into the next battle here. Let's see what we have. I do believe we have like a couple more battles, and we're met with an Altaria. We're going to go ahead and go with that Discharge here. And expect a potential switch sometime. We're not necessarily going to have to shield up the Sky Attack because, well, we're resisting flying type moves because of the electric typing. So Stunfisk is a pretty cool Pokemon. It looks just the weirdest, I know. That's why I named it Halibut, because it kind of looks like a halibut, flatfish, weird thing here. So yeah, the Galarian form, don't worry about it. Don't, if you're like, well, should I wait for that one to power up instead of this one? No, not really, because its typing is not great. This one's a lot better, personally, think so, right? So we're going to go in with our Altaria and just take them out before they're able to use that energy there. It's a bit of a strategy you may want to use. It is a bit of a risk because now we're locked in with the Registeel, but Altaria is no pushover. Yes, the Registeel is resisting the dragon moves, but we're still going to be able to chip away, as you can see here. So we also have Shiftry in the bag, so we don't really have too much to worry about. We have a Stunfisk with a little health that can handle it, but you're going to see, I think this might be the battle where... let's just see here. So, yep, this is it. So we get to a Mud Bomb, but they're able to get to a charge, which is fine. Perfect. All right, so they're going to use their energy. We're going to go in here with the Shiftry and just pray there's no fire type or something in the back. It's a Deoxys. Okay, so the counters are super effective, but we've gained so much energy at this point, we're going to be able to just take it out with Foul Plays. Hitting it with one. Could go for a Leaf Blade at this point, but I'm not risking it. I'm just going to go for another Foul Play and take the win here with the Shiftry. And that's another great game. Really enjoying this. And having fun. This is rank 8. I mean, this is rank 8, folks, and it is doing okay. This is not like lower ranks, even though lower ranks nowadays seem to be a little difficult. So we're met with another Altaria lead. Come on. Actually, how can I complain? It's better than a grass lead, right? So they're making a switch into Swampert, and at this point, they have gained a lot of energy. Swampert does not need much time. So if they swap into a Swampert, make sure you're on your game and swap equally as fast, because the thing is going to just gain a massive leg up as far as energy. So we figured they're going to probably bait us here. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. And yes, it is just a Hydro Cannon, and it doesn't do that much damage. Well, it still hurts Shiftry, but we're going to be able to survive comfortably. Bringing in their Altaria and going for an immediate Sky Attack, which is good, I think. Yeah. Now we're going to be able to potentially go back in here with Stunfisk. And we have the Altaria, so what we can do is bring it really low and kind of do the same thing that we did last time and swap, but they had the other idea of swapping as well. So we're just going to go into our Altaria immediately here, and we're going to shield up this first Rock Slide, which would have done a lot of damage. And we're going to go ahead and go with that Sky Attack, and they're going to be using their last shield. Now we're looking great because Dragon Breath is amazing. All right, and we're in a pretty comfortable position here. We should be able to win this. Since we do have a lot of energy, we're going to be going for that Sky Attack again. Once that Altaria does come back in, we're going to be doing a lot of damage with our Dragon Breaths. And this is a pretty solid win here. Going to be going back in with Stunfisk and go straight for the discharge. So, with that said, trainers, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe. Make sure you do have notifications on, because I do have a bunch of good videos on the way. So we're able to take quite a few wins here. Looking good, bringing our score up and rising in rank. So I'm really excited for the videos later, folks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.